Many new developments tonight in the race for the White House. We have live pictures here for you coming in from the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, where, as you saw just moments ago, JD Vance accepted the party's nomination for vice president.
Meantime tonight, a new call for President Biden to leave the race the same day he tested positive for COVID. We have team coverage on this as well. Natalie Brand live at the RNC. Let's begin with Dick Brennan and the turmoil in the Democratic Party. Dick.
Well, Christine, sources tell CBS News that both Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries have pushed to delay President Biden's virtual nomination for at least a week, giving Democrats more time to potentially replace Biden on the ticket. This is a new national poll finds 7 out of 10 adults say Biden should withdraw from the race, including 65% of Democrats.
Mr. President, how do you feel?
He says he's feeling good, but President Biden has another headache, COVID. He's said to be experiencing mild symptoms and will isolate in Delaware. But the drumbeat against Biden's nomination grows. Democratic Congressman and California Senate candidate Adam Schiff pulled his support, saying, "I have serious concerns about whether the president can defeat Donald Trump in November."
No one stops wanting to be the most powerful person in the universe. Why should Biden leave? He should leave because the newest polls say the Democrats want him to go. And if you don't have your own party, how are you going to get elected president?
Congressman Jason Crow was among dozens of House Democrats on a tense call last Saturday. Sources tell CBS News Biden was rambling and not prepared to answer obvious questions.
Unless there's a major change, that there is a high risk that we lose this election.
Just 1 hour after that call came the attempted assassination of former President Trump. This is new video showing him arriving at Butler Memorial Hospital just minutes after the shooting. U.S. Secret Service are seen surrounding his SUV.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Before rushing him inside the ER. And over an hour earlier, the gunman, Thomas Matthew Crooks, was caught on video wandering around. A local tactical sniper also snapped this photo of him roughly 26 minutes before the shooting. Crooks had on him a phone, a rangefinder, and what appears to be a remote transmitter, potentially intended to set off suspicious devices he had in his car and home.
Now we know that several citizens saw this guy. Police officers probably apparently saw him. And it is the question, how did an individual make his way to the rooftop of that particular building with a long rifle?
A CBS News analysis has also found the sniper team closest to the shooter would have had their line of sight likely obscured by trees, making it difficult for them to see him clearly. The team farther away had to reset before taking the single shot that killed the gunman. Now, Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle has been subpoenaed by Congress to testify about the agency's response to the assassination attempt. She's agreed to appear next week. Christina Maurice.
Thank you, Dick.
At night 3 of the RNC, all eyes were on the new vice presidential nominee, JD Vance.
He just wrapped up his big speech trying to make a case for a second Trump presidency and for himself as vice president. CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand live at the convention site in Milwaukee for us with the latest. Natalie.
Christine Maurice, Senator Vance gave a preview of what he will do for the rest of campaign season, and that is make a direct appeal to voters in what he calls forgotten communities. Again and again, he named the key states of Pennsylvania, Michigan, here in Wisconsin, his home state of Ohio. He said he will never forget where he came from.
Ohio Senator JD Vance accepted the Republican nomination for vice president with former President Trump looking on.
I officially accept your nomination to be vice president of the United States of America.
The former Marine first rose to national prominence with his best-selling memoir, Hillbilly Elegy.
I grew up in Middletown, Ohio. A small town where people spoke their minds, built with their hands, and loved their God, their family, their community, and their country with their whole hearts.
On the third night of the GOP convention, other speakers focused on foreign policy and national security.
Gold Star parents Herman and Alicia Lopez talked about losing their 22-year-old son in the 2021 suicide bomb attack at Kabul airport that killed 13 U.S. service members.
Donald Trump has a proven record of keeping the peace and honoring those in uniform. He has joined us on our mission for answers, and he has given hope to our extended Gold Star family.
The convention wraps up Thursday with former President Trump's speech as he accepts his party's nomination.
And back to Vance's big speech, we saw him spend a lot of time tonight attacking President Biden's policies, particularly on the economy. That's a key issue that the Trump campaign believes will resonate with voters in these key battleground states that could decide the election. Maurice, Christine.
Natalie, thank you.
And tomorrow is the final day of the Republican National Convention. And a reminder, CBS News will have live coverage beginning at 10 p.m.